Hi everyone. So this is just going to be a quick demo on how I use Claude Cowork in this example, it's going to be to create a call pre-brief. So this is a skill, a Claude skill, which is trained on sales. So if we look down here, it gives us a bit of a description on how it's trained. Um, so just find the right skill. It's the financial sales coach. So it gives a bit of a description here. You're an expert sales coach specializing in financial services, mortgage brokers, wealth managers, financial planners, protection advisors, and IFAs. Your coaching methodology draws from the core frameworks from spin selling, the challenger sale, never split the difference, and the psychology of selling, which are some of the biggest selling sales books. So it's been fed all those books, so it's got full context on the merits of each of those top selling books from some of the top sales experts in business today. So what it'll do is it'll analyze calls, so copy and paste transcripts in there. So it'll give you feedback on calls, it'll score your calls just like a sales coach would. I've paid a lot of money for sales coaches in the past, and this is pretty much what they did. Obviously, there are more benefits to having an actual sales coach, but this is pay for co-work, which you can do for as little as $20 a month. So it comes up with the objections and the pre-call brief. So I'm just going to show you the pre-call brief for today. So what you do is, this is, like I say, you can get access to this skill for free through my ultra high net worth deals course and community. So if anybody's access to that, I'll drop a link below. So we just select pre-call brief. It'll ask us some questions in terms of the context of the call. So it's asking what kind of prospects we're preparing to call. So for this example, I'm going to use a financial advisor. Let's go. So it's just loading the tools now. See the code to what it's doing in the background. So it's now asking us about who the call is with, and what do we know about them. So I'm just going to drop in the URL, the LinkedIn URL of the prospect. What's the goal? So for this, it's a close enrollment. So if we click into that, it can show the reasoning behind what it's actually doing. So it's searching the LinkedIn profile, searching the web, searching all these different sources. So it's got good context, good intel on Craig at the moment. So it's got enough context now to build the full pre-call brief. So this is the full pre-call brief to go through. There's questions to ask here. This is all based, obviously, because it's done the research previously. To research each prospect, it took a good hour plus just to research. So it's just blasted through that in a couple of minutes, and it's come up with these questions now, which are based on Spin. So that's as I say, one of the books that we've trained it with. There's situation questions, problem questions, implication questions, need payoff, likely objections and responses. It's coming back with rebuttals for those. And so it's asking if we want it putting in a document, all that information, so we can have that pulled up on the screen as the call commences. And here it's produced the document. So we can, because I save that, save it to Google Drive, save it wherever you want. And that gives the full pre-call brief. As I say, if anyone wants access to that, I'll drop the link below and you can access that for free. Thank you.